Hello students, welcome to this module of the welder trade. In this topic, we will learn about how to deposit bead on stainless steel sheet in a flat position.
Objectives. At the end of this exercise, you shall be able to mark and cut the stainless steel sheet as per drawing 150 mm length, 100 mm width and 2 mm thickness. Select filler wire and set the gas flow rate and current. Deposit the bead with weaving technique. Clean the bead with steel wire brush. Inspect the weld for any surface defects. Tools required for depositing bead on the stainless steel sheet in a flat position. Steel rule, ball peen hammer, half round filer, tri-square, tongs, chipping hammer, steel wire brush, personal safety equipment, key or spanner, helmet type screen, angle grinder, gas regulator with preheater and flow meter, CO2 gas heater, shielding gas hoses, welding power source, wire feeder, supply of electrode wire, welding gun, shielding gas cylinder, CO2, stainless steel sheet 2 mm thickness. Now, let us see the preparations for depositing bead on the stainless steel sheet in a flat position. Pre-welding preparation. Wear appropriate personal protective equipment PPE kit such as safety goggles, gloves and ear protection to safeguard against potential hazards. Ensure you have a well-lit and adequately ventilated workspace. Keep ready with ruler or measuring tape and scriber on the welding table for taking measurement for cutting. Take the ruler or measuring tape to mark the desired cutting line, 150 mm length, 100 mm width, accurately on the stainless steel sheet 2 mm thick. Use a scriber for marking the line, which will make a good impression on the 2 mm stainless steel sheet. Double check the measurements to avoid measurement errors. Place the stainless steel sheet on a welding table. Place the marked stainless steel sheet on the shearing machine. Keep the hand shearing machine aligned with the marked cutting line as you continue to apply pressure. File rough edges if needed to achieve a clean and even finish. Start marking parallel lines by leaving 25 mm on either end of the sheet. Draw the first line using a scriber. Measure 20 mm gap between first line and mark the second line using a scriber. Follow the same process of maintaining 20 mm gap between lines and draw 3 more lines. Totally 5 lines have to be marked. Use the prick punch and ball peen hammer for punching. Start making the punch mark using the prick punch and hammer by maintaining a 4 mm gap between the punch marks. Verify the punch mark and ensure that all the punches are made correctly. Keep the sheet ready on the welding table to start the welding process. Start setting up of GMAW machine. Ensure that stainless steel feeder wire with correct diameter is taken. Fix the 0.8 mm diameter stainless steel wire spool in position. lock it up and pull the wire through the guide tube, rollers, spiral and contact tip of the torch. Ensure that argon gas cylinder is fitted with flow meter. First, check the power supply of the GMAW machine. Check the argon gas cylinder valve and gas flow rate. Check the feeder wire machine for the correct speed. Set up the welding torch with accessories. Check the filler wire feeder on the welding torch. Ensure that the GMAW machine is working fine. Start the welding process by striking the arc at sample stainless steel. Check the straight bead on the sample stainless steel sheet. Now, let us see the welding process for depositing bead on the stainless steel sheet in a flat position. Wear appropriate personal protective equipment, PPE, such as safety goggles, gloves, and ear protection to safeguard against potential hazards. Set the workpiece on the work table in a flat position. Keep the workpiece in a convenient position to carry out welding in downhand position. Switch on the welding machine. First, check gas flow while starting the welding. Adjust the gas flow according to the specified flow rate. Set the gas flow rate at 8 to 10 LPM, liters per minute. See the flow rate in the flow rate tube next to the opening valve of the cylinder. Ensure that flow rate is correctly set for the welding process. Connect the torch to the positive, DC positive terminal, DC RP of the machine. Keep the welding torch in the ready position. Hold the torch in the right hand and keep the index finger on the press button of the welding torch. Slowly press the wire feeder button in the welding torch and check if the wire is coming out at a constant speed. After confirming correct working of the gas flow rate and wire feeder rate of the machine, we have to start setting the voltage for the welding process. Before setting the arc voltage, it is better to see the guideline or user manual for setting arc voltage for welding stainless steel sheets. Same procedure is to be followed for setting the ampere. See the guidelines or user manual for setting ampere for welding stainless steel sheets. Set the arc voltage at 19 to 21 volt as required for dip transfer mode. Set the wire feed rate so as to get 90 to 100 ampere by striking the arc on a scrap plate. Use DIN 11 or 12 black or green filter glass on hand shield or helmet for the above current setting. Switch over to weld mode as indicated in the machine. Strike the arc. Maintain a filler wire stick out of 8 to 10 mm from the end of the contact tip to the job as required for dip transfer mode. See the punched marks of the sheet and place the welding torch on the first line. Deposit the bead on punched lines of the job from one end to another end using weaving technique. Clean the weld with steel wire brush and remove the debris. Start depositing the bead on the second punch line of the sheet. Ensure that the welding torch is moved at constant travel speed. Clean the weld with steel wire brush and remove the debris. Maintain a straight bead of minimum reinforcement of 1 to 1.5 mm width. Start depositing the bead on the third punch line of the sheet. Ensure that sheet is not getting heated up to avoid the distortion. If the sheet is heated up, wait for a while, let the sheet cool down. Then start depositing the weld beads on the fourth line and the fifth line. Clean weld joint using carbon steel wire brush. Inspect the weld bead for any surface defects. Let us now see the defects. Blowholes, uneven bead, excess reinforcement, spatters, craters. Safety procedure to be carried out by welders. Use the anti-spatter spray as and when the torch nozzle gets clogged with weld spatters. Note that if this is not done, the wire feed may be irregular, causing an unestablished arc.
Recap. In this topic, we have learned to mark and cut the stainless steel sheets as per drawing, 150 mm length and 100 mm width and 2 mm thickness. Select filler wire and set the gas flow and current. Deposit the bead with weaving, clean the bead with steel wire brush. Inspect the weld for any surface defects. I hope you all understood the performance of depositing bead on the stainless steel sheet in a flat position. Thank you students, and let us meet in the next session.